Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Please remain standing for the national anthem played by the U.S. Army Band. Thank you. Gentlemen, please replace your caps. You may all be seated. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Cumberland Academy Virtual School, we welcome you to the Class of 2022 graduation ceremony. I am Sanai Brewer, your senior class president, and I am honored to stand before you. Graduates, you have worked hard to make it to this day, so hold your head high and exemplify that Phoenix pride. Today is about us, the class of 2022. Today is truly a day to celebrate as we recognize the accomplishments of each graduate in front of us. In order to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to hear and see all aspects of today's ceremony, we respectfully ask that when our names are called, all of our guests refrain from any whistling, calling out, or applauding as it detracts from the dignity of this occasion. Please stand quietly as we receive our diploma and then quietly sit after we have shaken hands with our principal. Honoring this request will show us, the graduates, the utmost respect and allows us to hear our names being called. Once we have turned our tassels, feel free to join us in celebrating the class of 2022. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. I would like to take a moment to recognize members of the Board of Education and Central Services that have taken time out of their busy schedule to be with us today. Please stand to be recognized when I call your name and remain standing until all of our guests have been introduced. Audience and class members, please hold your applause until all members have been recognized. We are honored today to be joined by Cumberland County Schools Superintendent, Dr. Marvin Conley, Jr. Joining us from the Cumberland County Board of Education Board Chair, Mr. Greg West. Board members, Mrs. Donna Van and Mrs. Susan Williams. We are honored to have with us from the Cumberland County Schools Central Services Office, Associate Superintendent of School Support Services, Dr. Mary Black, Associate Superintendent of Business Operations, Mr. Clyde Locklear, Associate Superintendent of School Support, Mrs. Betty Musselwhite, Board Attorney, Mr. Nick Soika, Associate Superintendent of Communications and Community Engagement, Mr. Lindsay Whitley, Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Stacy Wilson Norman, Assistant Superintendent, K-12 Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Jane Fields, and Area Superintendent of School Support, Dr. Tanjay Robertson. Thank you, distinguished guests, for joining us today for this milestone in our lives. We, the students, truly appreciate all of your support and dedication that you have provided during our school career. We would like to thank all of our special guests, our families, our teachers, and school staff for joining us here and making it this far. The end of this ceremony will be very emotional, and we want all of you to hear and see your loved ones declare an official graduate. There will be time for cheering and applauding at the end of the ceremony. This is the final opportunity for the class of 2022 to leave their mark at Cumberland Academy Virtual School. As we look back upon this memorable occasion, let our memories warm our hearts as we reflect on our many accomplishments. It is my pleasure to introduce our guest singer, Mrs. Candace Revels, to share a special song selection.
The days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads to where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find a window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth in your smile. And more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You'll never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you in that place you left. Hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you'll find God's grace in every mistake, and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You'll never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. Oh, yeah. My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You'll never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my is my wish. I hope you know somebody loves you. Oh, may all your dreams come true. Oh, this is my wish.
Thank you. And now please help me welcome our class salutatorian, Angelina Stein.
Good morning, and thank you for being forced to listen to me for the next 3 minutes. Okay, nobody's laughing. I'll speak quickly. My name is Angelina Stein, this year's salutatorian. Before I begin, I want to thank my parents for always pushing me to be better. And I want to thank our Cumberland Academy staff for going above and beyond to make our high school experience as memorable as possible. If there's one thing I would like to share with everyone, it would be to follow your own path. Beat to your own drum. Never let anyone tell you you can't do something. Follow your heart and what makes you happy. Looking back the past couple of years, it's probably been the hardest triumphs and tribulations that we've ever had to deal with. Living through the pandemic, adapting through adversity, and witnessing unimaginable hardships with the economy, illnesses, and even death. And yet, we have had to strive forward and continue. As you enter a new phase, a new journey, remember the good and the bad, the triumphs and the failures. We learned through our failures. We learned we got to the other side. We made it. As you're working hard towards the next step, the next goal, and you're tired, sad, and frustrated, remember, you have been here before, and this will pass, and you will rise again to accept the next challenge. As you travel through your journey, remember where you came from. Remember the teacher that pushed you. Remember the kind gestures of strangers on your darkest days. Remember, this too shall pass. My advice to my peers is that we have lived through unthinkable hardships, and we made it. Follow your journey with passion and perseverance. Michael Josephine once said, "Take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey. Live your dream, and always keep a smile in your heart." Thank you. Please join me in welcoming to the podium our valedictorian, Weston Black.
Good morning, graduating class of 2022. I want to say how honored I am to be your class valedictorian and part of a great group of graduates who sit before me. I'd like to thank the Cumberland Academy administration, Dr. Canteen, my teachers, and especially my guidance counselor, Ms. Matthews, for providing the tools and encouragement for our class to succeed and obtain our educational dreams. There is no price tag you can put on the advice, knowledge, time, and care you gave us. I want to thank my parents who have led by example, pushed me to excel, and instilled in me the can-do attitude. Being a son of 2 military officers hasn't been the easiest, as they expected me to overcome obstacles, face my fears, and push through the difficult times to reach that victory at the top of the mountain. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you. Before me, I see future leaders of America. I see doctors, engineers, welders, farmers, cosmetologists, auto technicians, and teachers. I see America's future generation, and it brings hope that we can make a difference in a world that has been turned upside down these past 2 years. It is through difficult times and adversity that greatness is born and developed. Marie Curie, a Polish chemist, wife, mother, and the first woman to win the Nobel Prize, said, "Life is not easy for any of us, but what of that? We must have perseverance and, above all, confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something and that this thing, at whatever cost, must be attained." And if anyone knows perseverance, it is us, this graduating class of virtual learners. We have persevered through the difficulties of virtual learning to develop self-discipline, responsibility, time management, accountability, and resiliency. We've had to become resourceful and self-motivated to navigate the world of online learning. We've had to become computer geeks, figuring out technical platforms and bandwidth glitches just to be able to log into work. We've had to overcome isolation and the struggles of not being able to sit next to each other in class, to eat with each other in the school cafeteria, or even pass and joke with each other in the school halls. But let me remind you today that our graduation victory is sweeter because it has cost us more. We overcame these obstacles to reach that top of the mountain. Be proud of your accomplishments, and I challenge you today, graduating class of 2022, to continue to persevere, move mountains, believe in yourself, and know that we can make a difference in our families, our communities, our country, and our world. I wish you all the very best. God bless. It is now my pleasure to introduce you our principal, Dr. Canteen, for a final address.
Good morning. To board members, Dr. Conley, stage guests, students, and families, welcome to Commencement 2022. Cumberland Academy Class of 2022, your lives are before you, your past is behind you, and your memories are forever with you. Today marks the end of one chapter in your life and the beginning of your next journey. In 5 years, the person you will be depends largely on the information you feed your mind today. As a virtual student, you have an advantage. The remote workplace is normalized. Hybrid learning is normalized. The North Carolina Tech Association reported 47,778 unfulfilled tech jobs in North Carolina, and this is in March of 2022. 1,529 of those jobs were right here in Fayetteville. If you can successfully function online as a student, you can find lucrative employment. As you continue through life, be very selective about what you watch. Focus on things that are worth your time and attention. Be selective about the people you spend time with. Your character is known by the company that you keep. Be selective about the conversations you engage in. You change your world with your words. Today is a day of celebration for many, but bittersweet for others. We celebrate the class of 2022 and respectfully recognize the passing of one of the senior class members. Would Jaden and Elora's family please stand? In honor of Jaden, we acknowledge his son, Jacoby. Our prayer is that loving memories of Jaden live on, and that the family is showered with love and peace in times of sadness. Ladies and gentlemen, please give Jaden's family a hand. Thank you. Class of 2022, always remember, you are a phoenix. You are strong, you are wise, you have feelings and emotions that should be explored and celebrated. You are powerful, you are creative, critical thinkers. You can conquer anything, but only if you try. You are an original, unique individual, and everything that makes you unique must be celebrated. You are a phoenix. Best wishes to all of you, and congratulations. Ms. Matthews, our school counselor, will come forward at this time to read the names of our graduating seniors. Marshals, please prepare the seniors for the receiving of diplomas.
Ayana Nicole Alexander. Renaya Anderson. Nahum Armstrong, Shemiza Bain, Jocelyn Bandy, Trinity Starr Bassett, Hannah Kaylin Bingham, Weston Black, Anthony Blask, Emma Blumenshine, Shania Kiera Bond, Sanai Madison Brewer, Madeline Brigman, Tavon Shidell Brooks, Faith Nicole Brown, Jayla Nichelle Brown, Craig Bryant Jr., 2 Bowie, Angelica Castro, Tanaya Nicole Charles, Nakira Faye Coates, Jonathan Michael Correll, Monte Covington, Janiyah Cromartie, Kalia Monique Crump, Alora Janelle Dalton, Albertina David, Nevaeh Ariana Davis, Heavenly Davis, Kivana Damaya Dawkins, Cheyenne Lene Dotson, Colin Firestone, Marilyn Israel Gillum, Kelly Nicole Gonzalez Botero, Isaiah Armani Greer, Jesse Harris, Roderick Keith Harris Jr., Holly Harwick, Chloe Louise Alexandria Highsmith, Esmeline Dariana Hogan Mercedes, Haley Holt, Emmanuel Jack, Angelina Roberta Rain Johnson, Devin Kester, China Lewis, Haley Lopez, Jeremiah Lewis Pierre, Treasure Martin, Alexandria Dejanay McBride, Tyrese Naheem McMillan, Caitlin Milanese Puma Mensa, Michael Tashalis Moody, Maya Mosby, Chloe Moses, Samuel Muirhead, Christian Murphy, Fabiana Christina Nigaglione Velez, Nadia Owen, Tavion Pabone, Haley Platter, Christopher John Gabriel Rappa, Jasmine Nicole Reed, Amira Roberts, Amira Zane Robinson, Aaliyah Alawi Saleh, Andrew Donovan Sandoval, Charles Sherlock Jr., Serenity Amaker Alton Ship, Julie Dawn Sladen, Jaden Cheyenne Smith, Monet Cheyenne Smith, Shania Patrice Smith, Alicia Nicole Soria, Salathian J.W. Spann, Joseph Spell Jr., Angelina Noel Stein, Shakoya Steplight, Jarrell Strader, Madison Tehan, Antonio Thomas, Kiana Marquetter Thomas, Jaron Timberlake, Lauren Townsend, Ethan Tupper, Lyric Janae Tyler, Megan Tyler, Christian Michael Velasquez Ortega, Laura Ashlyn Weeks, Jamara Yarnay Skylar White, Jayla Williams, Malcolm Williams, Kalina Wright.
Class of 2022, please stand. I, Dr. Canteen, the principal of Cumberland Academy 612, by the power invested in me by the State of North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, am proud to announce you, the graduates of Cumberland Academy class of 2022.
You may now turn your tassels. Congratulations.